Hey guys, I'm back. I saw Doctor Strange last night, and I was gonna do it that night, but I was feeling way too tired, so I figured I'll just do it tomorrow. And now I'm here. I want to tell you guys how the movie was, and God Almighty, it was freaking fantastic. It was amazing. There's so much to talk about this movie. The story is really about Doctor Strange. He is a kind of a he's a surgeon that he's very arrogant. He's a very good surgeon, but he's kind of a dick. He's a huge dick. He kind of only believes really what he says, not really what anyone else says. And the people, everyone he like talks to is either like he's like oh you or that's funny. But he only really takes care of his own device. So one day he's driving in his car, and he's talking to another, like, one of his colleagues and trying to get a new patient. But all of a sudden he when not looking at the road, he's only looking at the patient charts. When all of a sudden he gets into a car crash, and it like breaks his like hands no longer are like work anymore. He's like devastated. He looks for so many different ways, so many different places. Like, he tried to spend all his money into trying to find a way to fix his hands, but he finds nothing. And so he becomes more and more devastated and desperate to try to find anything. So he eventually finds a guy that went to Nepal, and he so Strange decides to take a trip there. He discovers that there's a sort of a person that can like help him, and that one is the Ancient One. She has all these mystical powers that she trains others at, and the one person who was paralyzed was able to walk again. So Strange is like wants to try to figure out, and at first she kind of dismisses him, doesn't really care, doesn't believe him, but her sort of I don't know, one of her pupils, Baron Mordo, he actually encourages her to train Strange in the mystic arts, and so she agrees, and slowly but surely Strange picks it up pretty quick. He gets it really good, really fast, to the point where he's learning some of the most advanced techniques, and and then he just starts discovering what the other these people that have kind of been stealing stuff. They stole the pages out of this book that the Ancient One had, and she was keeping it secret from everyone because it's forbidden arts. It's dark magic, and so Strange is kind of questions her and asks her, well, what's going on? Well, like, why are you doing all this? And so as we find out that these guys want immortality, and the only way is by summoning this dark demon named Dormammu, who basically like try to destroy like enter their world and like destroy pretty much like everything. So Strange and them have to go and find a way to stop these guys from doing that. It seems as simple, but believe me, this movie is trippy. Freaking trippy. Ugh. Like, the visual effects in this movie are some of the best I've seen in like a long time. Like, Scott Pilgrim, I think, had some of the best, like the way Edgar Wright did it. And I think right here, I think this nailed it, like, so good. And if you've ever read, like, the early Doctor Strange books, those fucking things are, I'm sorry, guys. These things were, they were, like, insane, like, things that you would watch, like, you would read. Like, you couldn't believe what's happening. And that translates perfectly to the silver screen, where you're like, you see all these weird things. You go inside this dimension, and it's so trippy. You see fingers and hands coming out like Strange's fingers. It's like, this is probably what it's like to be on drugs, isn't it? And it's a trippy movie, but it's like awesome. Like, I don't know like how they did that, but man, like, I wish in and I know people are going to compare this to the Christopher Nolan movies, like Inception and Interstellar. Not that those movies are bad, but I those movies don't have like any color really. This movie has a lot of color. It pops out at you. I love that. I love color coming out. Like not enough like people want to do that. Like want to put more color in the movies. Like Marvel's like more like yeah, let's put some more color in here, and I think it works better. Like people think like black and whites are in a dark kind of city. Or like, oh, that's realistic. That's what the real world looks like. No, it doesn't look all like cloudy and overcast. The world's very different. And like I think Doctor Strange excels where like the Christopher Nolan like movies, those visual effects, even though they're great, I think this movie did so much better. Like everything, like, ugh. And then the casting, Benedict Cumberbatch, he's freaking great in this movie. He's like such a smart ass. Where you, like, man, I know like. He's like such a cocky little guy. Like he's not little, but he's a cocky guy, and and I like he's just great. Yeah, I like the supporting cast like Baron Mordo. He's kind of like he's the guy sticking up for Strange when he first gets there, but he has his own kind of conflicts when he finds out the Ancient One is using dark arts and stuff. And when like Strange screws around with the like other dimensional stuff, he gets pissed off because you're messing up with like the dimensions. You could like change time and stuff. That's like not okay to like him, and so kind of like he develops greatly as a character. I loved that. The Ancient One, Tilda Swinton, she's great. Pretty much in everything she's in, and this is no exception. She's great. She's like the sage, kind of the Obi-Wan. But I think she nails the role perfectly. The bad guy I actually liked a lot. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, guys, but he was actually really really good. Even though spoilers, he dies in this movie. But I don't know. And I guess Dormammu, who's the other bad guy, but we can see him again. He is great. I know people are probably not gonna like. Maybe some might not like the design. I actually do like the design just because of all the colors that they used. And I hope we do see him again. This might just be like the beginning of him. Like we might see him in another movie. They might be saving that for more. But I like the way that Strange defeats him is great, and I'm not going to spoil that because that was one of my favorite moments. Because I found out Dan Harmon, who's done Community, and he's helped out with Rick and Morty, and he helped with the ending, and you can definitely see that. So I think that was just a great way to end the film, like how to beat the bad guy. He got that perfect. Yeah, I love this movie. Marvel's, they're kicking butt, like left and right. They're knocking it out of the park. I mean, I can't believe that, they've had so many of these Marvel movies and they've been consistently good. Yeah, DC, where are you? You've been batting like not a very good average. Like Suicide Squad, I didn't see it, but that's pretty average kind of reviews. You better hope Wonder Woman does well, or else I don't know if you're going to be able to come back from this. I'm sorry. I want Wonder Woman to be good, and I want the Justice League to be a good film. So please, DC, get your shit together. Alright, but enough ranting on DC. I do love DC. Even though I seem like a Marvel guy, I do love DC. But anyway, guys, yeah, definitely go see this movie. It's worth the price of admission alone. It's a fun movie. It's different. It's a different kind of Marvel movie. Like you won't expect what's gonna happen and all these stuff. please check it out. You won't be disappointed. Well, alright guys, I'll catch you later. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this video, and comment below. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.